Welcome back, everybody, to our midweek update. It's another great Wednesday here at OCC Fits. Now, the weather isn't as nice today, but the sun is always shining when you and I are hanging out, brother.
Oh, yeah, man.
All right, yeah.
Fun times.
Yeah,
Good times,
baby.
man.
Yeah. Good to be with you. Good to be with you guys out there.
Yeah.
Hope everyone is doing well and enjoying your Wednesday and having a great week so far. If your week's not been very good so far, our goal is to make it better tonight. All right, just by hanging out with you. We're excited.
The week is half done, man. You only got 2 work days left after this.
Yeah,
so.
Just that, man. Makes it better already.
We're that much closer to Sunday.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
There's another reason. And as each day passes, that means more people are vaccinated, and that's a good thing too.
Right.
So we're rocking and rolling on the vaccines. Yeah. Hey, this past Sunday, man, just another exciting day. More and more people back. Had great on-campus attendance, great offering, great online attendance, and got to see 2 more folks give their life to Jesus in baptism. Clay and Julie were baptized during our second hour, and, man, it's just exciting to see that. So, Clay, Julie, congratulations. And like we always say, just getting started. This is just the beginning, right?
Yeah. That's a starting line, not the finish line, and you know, increasingly in our culture, to make a declaration to say I'm all in with Jesus and I declare my allegiance to Him. Man, that puts us on the outs more and more and more with the broader world around us. So, Clay, Julie, I'm proud of you. We're proud of you. We're excited for you. We're cheering for you as you continue to run this adventure with Jesus. And just know, man, that declaration and what you demonstrated the other day in that water, that is a bold demonstration of faith. That's encouraging to us. I know that's inspiring to a lot of other people as well. So, way to go. Proud of you.
Right on.
And, man, keep it up.
Yeah. And for anybody watching this live with us or playback at any point, we hope that we stand by ready to share and walk you through that process of a life with Jesus. And that's what we're here to do. Help everyone find and follow Jesus. More disciples. And so don't hesitate. The door is always open, whether it's this coming Sunday, Tuesday night. Reach out to us. Let us know if you want to talk to somebody. Which, by the way, just a reminder that digital connect that you get through texting every week, if you don't get that, you just text the keyword connect to 289-1387. I'll put the number up here on the screen. That gives you access to really all things digital for us, including a Connect card where you can indicate to us on that card your next step, which maybe you just need somebody to coach you through that next step. You don't know what it is. You want to get involved in serving, or you want to join a group, or you're want to accept Jesus for the first time and be baptized. Then let us know. That's just one way to let us know is fill that card out for us.
Of all the things we get to do in our role here at OCC, and there's a lot of really cool stuff that we get to do. Helping people take their next step, and especially when that next step is baptism, or they're jumping into serve-in, or they're taking one of the bigger steps. But every next step is important, and when we get to be part of that and help out, man, there's nothing better than that. Of all the cool things we get to do, that stuff's the coolest. So
right on.
Let us know if you got questions. Let us know how we can help, because that's why we're here. We want to help you.
Okay, so last Sunday we started the new series, Revealed. Awesome start to this series. Man, it's just a great service. I was just looking back here at some of the content from Sunday. I mentioned last week that just anticipating the worship time during this series would really be strong, the nature and the content of what we're talking about. And it was, we sang one of my favorite songs we're singing now to open our services is The Battle Belongs. It's just such a great song of celebration, acknowledgement that we stand in victory. With God. God's won. We're on His side. He's on our side with us, walking with us, and it's just good to celebrate.
No matter
that.
what we face, the victory is won. Even unto death. the victory is won.
Yeah.
And I love that, man. As I've been going back through commentaries and studying more and more on this and preparing for the series and preparing for each message in the series, it's just a reminder again and again and again that Revelation is a message of hope.
Yeah.
That it's a message of victory. It's a message to say, hey, if you're linked up with Jesus, then endure. Just stay the course.
Yeah.
If you're not, then get linked up with Jesus. If you don't know him, then you got to get to know him. And the big picture is the stuff that matters. Sometimes we get caught up in all the weeds and we miss the big picture. We can, looking at what's coming up in a couple weeks in the throne room of chapters 4 and 5.
Yeah.
We can get caught up in trying to figure out all the little pieces of the vision John sees of Jesus in the throne room, and the lion, the lamb, and then the emeralds and all these things, these precious stones, and how many eyes creatures have, and all this stuff. And if we get too down in the details, we miss the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is just that, man, we should stand in awe of Jesus because he's worthy of our worship.
Yep.
And when we do that, we get it right. When we stand in awe of Jesus and we worship him, those details kind of take care of themselves.
That's right.
And it just plays out. And so the battle belongs to him.
Yep.
And we belong to him.
Yeah.
And so we're victorious with him.
Yeah.
That's really good news, man. There's a lot of hope in that.
No doubt about it. We need that. Yeah. And so we'll dive into week 2 this coming Sunday, the Church Revealed, chapters 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Want to encourage you to go ahead and read those chapters. That's a great way just to start getting familiar, study, pray over that, ready your heart. And we got a guest speaker that's going to walk through us. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so recently we began a partnership with Lincoln Christian University. We used to have a partnership, a missions partner with Cincinnati Christian University. Cincinnati Christian is no longer there, so we have partnered with Lincoln Christian.
Yep.
And one of my good buddies and a mentor to me named David Upchurch, who works at Lincoln and partners. He's kind of their liaison between a lot of the churches and there at LCU. He's going to join us this week. And Dave's out preaching in other churches most of the time. He'll joke that he's one of the worst church members you could find because he's rarely at his own church on Sundays. He's always out at all the other churches on Sundays preaching for guys like me, doing what he's going to be doing this weekend.
Yeah.
So who better to come and speak to us about these messages to these churches than the itinerant preacher who's always going out and preaching messages to all these different churches. And Dave is just a great dude, awesome guy. He actually spent some time down here in Kentucky, had a ministry here a little while back. I won't throw him under the bus, but it was a day or two ago. And you will be blessed by hearing Dave. You're going to love to encounter him, church. Just a great dude. With a name like Upchurch, he's got to be doing what he's doing. It just makes sense that he's in ministry. So he'll be doing chapters 2 and 3 this week for us. Talk to us about the letters to the churches, and it's going to be good. I always love hearing from him, and I know you will too.
Excited about that. Fresh voice and some great perspective on chapters 2 and 3. So read ahead, come ready. I'm looking at the worship set, the songs we're going to sing Sunday, and again, man, it's going to be awesome. So don't be late. Because the first song Sunday is a new song that you're going to love. All right. It's called King of Glory. Man, it's going to be a great way to open the service. Really excited about that. We're going to sing Come to the Water. We're going to sing I Will Boast in Christ. We're going to sing King of Kings. So some great songs, part of our worship. And we just look forward to another time together. Hopefully more baptisms, man. You know. Looking forward to another Sunday.
It's funny. I'm here talking about the songs we're doing, and I think I need to apologize to our church a little bit because I knew like what I was doing to us at the end of last service. And I said, hey, man, get those hands up. You got to surrender, get them up.
Oh, yeah,
If you're in victory, get them up.
Right.
And some of y'all were like, hands straight up. And that's a long song that we went into. So some of y'all, like, you started here, and by the end, you're like, my shoulders are cramped. I'm sore. I'm probably going to go back to that each week of just victory and surrender. But it's okay that you don't have your hands up the entire time.
So
my apologies to those of you who are like, oh man, preacher told me to get my hands up. That's a long song.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm so glad you did that. And I was in the back of the room, second hour, and I snapped a couple pictures. I'm going to put those up right now. It was such an awesome perspective to see the whole room hands up, the symbolism of that, like you talked about, what that represents, not only surrender, which is absolutely the starting point of a disciple and of worship, is a surrendered life. And that's kind of that very common symbolic way of, we surrender, we put our hands up, but we also talked about how it represents victory, what we just talked about earlier, hope in Jesus. And when you're victorious, it's like you can't help it. And I'll say this in all seriousness, that our physical bodies can only take so much, especially if we're a little bit older, have some joint problems or whatever it is, getting those hands up can be tough. But I firmly believe that in worship, God gives us supernatural power. Some of you know she's passed on. She's in glory now, but her name was Doris Ray, and Doris had terrible knee trouble in her later years. But back when we were still doing some of the choir stuff, she told me how she could stand for hours on that platform singing with no knee problems. Because we would always say, hey, here's a stool, Doris. She says, I don't need a stool. I can stand when I'm worshiping. Man, that's just so encouraging. And so raise those hands up. All right.
Yeah, man.
It's a great way to worship. So look forward to it Sunday. Fitz, let's talk a little bit about some great opportunities beyond Sunday coming up. We always remind you, look, Sunday's just kind of the jumping off point. We want to send you out from Sunday motivated, inspired, and then provide these opportunities for you to jump into, whether that's a Saturday morning, guys, like this men's breakfast coming up early, all right, 7 o'clock.
Dudes and food, man.
Sunday morning, but it's going to be awesome. Okay, so guys out there, join us. It all starts this Saturday, and then it's once a month. So if you miss this one, jump in next month. We got group build coming up next Sunday. If you're looking to get plugged into a group for the first time,
such a significant thing, as we talk through the picture of Revelation, and you get this picture of the church, and you see the church entering glory. So those who've gone before us around the throne, and that's where we'll be eventually. And but there's no Lone Rangers out there. It's this picture of community, and man, just our wiring, that we have been designed by the Creator to do life together. Groups are vital, and so if you're not in a group, man, jump in a group build. It's for you. You need it. You might not realize how much you need it. You jump into that group, and you give yourself to it, you're going to realize down the road, like, man, what a blessing this is in my life. Group. And then in a few weeks, you'll be hearing about this. Actually, this Sunday we'll roll out some information, but we're launching on May 2nd a week of loving our community. We're calling it Love the 502. And this is sort of a quarterly opportunity where we ramp up some opportunities, both collectively to do with groups or other people, as well as just on your own. That'll be kind of the unique thing with this approach, Fitz, is we're going to have a lot of ideas to spark some outward focused activity for you and your family and your group, and if you just want to join in with some other folks. So be looking for that. Listen close over the next few weeks to some of the information about that. But that'll all start May 2nd. Starting on 502, loving the 502. Man, if we could get 502 people to serve 502 people, to give 502 hours. I mean, just think about
all
the impact that could have on our community if we love in some big ways like that. So loving the 502, man.
And think of this,
revealing the love of Christ, too.
Think of this as there are a lot of things that are kind of specifically targeted to different groups of people, like the men's breakfast or group build for folks who aren't involved in a group. Love the 502 is like everybody. This isn't like just for these folks, older folks or younger folks or men or women. This is everybody, every age. And so the expectation is everybody. Okay, just wanted to make that really clear. This isn't so much like, hey, optional sort of thing. We expect you to do it. Okay, that we're just going to raise the bar. Okay.
That's who we are as a church, man.
Yeah,
We're a church of generous love.
So jump into it, take advantage of that. Lots more coming up. Again, stay tuned to our website, all of our digital media. Share this out, okay? If you're tuning in with us, share it with somebody. Share the post, get the word out. We do this to try to keep you informed, encouraged, inspired. So spread the love, all right? And get the word out about what's going on here at OCC. Fitz, that's all I got. You got anything else, man?
No, man.
Okay.
I think we covered it this week.
Okay. All right. Thanks for hanging with us.
Yeah.
Have a great rest of the week.
Yeah. We'll see you guys Sunday. Take care.